I think you all know kind of the process and the agenda over the last few days, and just to give us your attention for the next 25 minutes. We have an incredible company about to tell you a little bit about its story and its product. It's something to do with your feet and your shoes, but it also can be many other things. We're going to play a short video to get your attention, and then we're going to tell you a little bit more about the business. So thanks for listening once again and supporting. And these guys will jump back on the microphone in a minute just after the video. All right?
Was founded in 2007 to resolve the age-old problem of enemy impersonation in the field, operations of weapon systems, base entry, and communication platforms. Given the identity access management vulnerabilities of critical infrastructure in the US and globally, the platform offers equal security and access control. The resulting foot-based biometric platform, a sensor-infused insole powered by Texas Instruments chip, accelerometer, and gyroscope, proved to be a baseline or normal. This baseline is of benefit for early detection of gait-based abnormalities associated with chronic disease, sickness, and injury. The immediate relevance, COVID, has dramatically changed the entire healthcare industry, where 8 in 10 practitioners are rapidly adopting remote patient monitoring and telemedicine as the core of their practice. The consensus, however, is that while convenient, the virtual visits lack critical and actionable data before the doctor-patient virtual session. Data being the most important asset, our partnership with SAS monetizes our data with electronic health records, insurance companies, pharmacists, medical practitioners, and the patient. With identity as the core of the platform, features, software, service extensions, or apps for connected living is near limitless at the intersection of me and all things IoT. We enjoy protectable market position through the issuance of 6 core patents and dozens more in preparation and pending. The total addressable annual market is greater than 20 trillion. For example, the global IoT growth is projected to be 6.5 trillion by 2024. The global healthcare market will hit 11.8 trillion by the end of 2021. Global non-life insurance premiums hit 2.2 trillion in 2017. Global life insurance premiums hit 2.7 trillion in 2017. And global data monetization is projected to grow to 370 billion by 2022. Company growth is significant across markets. The example revenue of 1.5 billion by 2024 is solely the US market focused only on a sector of the healthcare industry in the US, weight management and obesity. We're the perfect public company intended for the payments, according to Guggenheim and JP Morgan. We have organic growth, a 10-year application pipeline. We have global partnerships with SAS, Azure, and others. And data is the exceptions. Thank you very much for your time and consideration, and we look forward to our Zoom meeting.
Good to go, Todd.
Well, thanks everybody. We've all crossed paths yesterday and today. So I'm Todd Graham, the founder, CEO of the company. You've all crossed paths with Dan Brown, our CFO, Fred, our Vice Chairman, and Basim, who's heading up our GCC business development arm. So I'm just going to give you a couple of slides, not take very much, just to give you an inside view of what we're doing. So if you could switch the slide, please. So here is just a simple illustration of the advanced 3D printing of functional electronics that's infused within an insole and its connectivity within the cloud and then with clinical AI and some of the information and data that would be highly tailored and personalized to the individual. Next slide. Here's an example of the strategic partners that we've built out with, as an example, Sony on the entire mobile health connected to their next generation smartwatch, and initial pilots cover diabetes, orthopedics, lower extremity prosthetics, and rehabilitation. And on the commercial side, a partnership, showcase partnership with DuPont, dealing with the identity access control automation, which is the origins for chemical plants, oil, gas, chemical facilities around the world. And with Innovate, which is Basim's group, it's our partner in the Middle East, expanding our business and footprint across there. Next slide. Here's just an example of who we are. Myself, Fred Vail, 35 years of Ramco. Bernard, Dr. Brazzoni is the senior principal scientist at Dr. Scholl's for 25 years. He's our chief product officer. Dan Brown, our chief financial officer, and Bill Tyson, who's the former senior vice president of Swiss Re Worldwide for their digital innovations group for next generation insurance products. Next. That's it. I don't want to take any much more of your time. I'll just give you a little story to tell, a little inside view, and if anybody has any questions for me or anybody here, we're more than happy to entertain it now or later on today or through the weekend. Thank you very much.
Maybe tell them a little bit about the number of sensors and then how you get their identity.
All right. There's 192 sensors in each insole, and to solve all the assembly manufacturing of functional electronics, we help work towards the advancement of using 3D printing to create functional electronics as a whole rendered system, eliminating the vulnerabilities of existing manufacturing assembly of electronics. We garner the biometric signature, the origins of it for the military, over 16 steps, accounting for over 20 modalities, so size, shape of your foot, toe in, toe out, maybe you're one-legged, maybe you had an injury 20 years ago that's not evident, but it's evident at the sole of the feet. So as Eunice Ingram, who's one of the main proponents of reflexology since the 40s, the feet tell you more about you than any other part of your body. So from there, we were able to create a biometric signature, and then at University of Southern California, University of New Brunswick, and other partners, they identified that the biometric actually proved to be a baseline or normal for individuals for which all other measurements can be weighed. So early onset or progression, regression of disease, effects of pharmacologies. So with the baseline, any deviation from that baseline could be any indicator from there. So we're starting a range of pilot programs, clinical trials across the spectrum of disease, injury, and sickness. Any questions?
Todd, how's this going to help the health insurance space?
Well, on health insurance, and a lot of Americans would realize this, so United Healthcare Group, a bunch of other health insurers, they'll sign you up to their new digital program and give you a Fitbit for free or a discount on an Apple Watch. But that's more of I would say not a gimmick, but the actuaries of the insurance companies won't utilize the data because it could be from the paper boy, it could be strapped it to the dog and run in the dog park. So with the identity as a baseline, the insurers know that any data that's coming into the electronic health system or whatever can only come from you because of the biometric identity.
Yeah, but which kind of data? The weight, the place, the GPS, which kind of data?
Well,
How you get it?
Well, the data goes in either through a smartwatch or a phone, and on the commercial and industrial side, it's one-to-one. So you do a computer, you do a door, you do a truck, And in the consumer side, it's we have a proprietary user interface that will reside on any smartwatch, any smartphone, and then that connects you personally to your own private cloud. So we built out a back-end data analytics platform. Any other questions? Yeah. All right, well, we're here all the rest of the event, so if anybody has any questions, we're here. If not, everybody have a fantastic time in Formula One. Qualifiers start in about 20 minutes, so it'll be interesting to see who gathers the pole, and we'll go from there. All right, thank you very much.